So we're here at the Copenhagen Film Festival, and you have seen It's Not Me, I Swear.
Yes, a Canadian film. Apparently it was the talk at the Toronto Film Festival last year. Everyone was sort of praising it as the best film of the festival. So far, it's probably one of the best films I've seen on this festival. It's on the surface, it's a very strange story about this little kid who he has a fairly dysfunctional family. There's a lot of argument and stuff like that. His mother ends up going away to another country, and he's acting out. He's destroying stuff. He has these sort of half-assed suicide attempts. And the funny thing is, about the first 2/3 of the film, you're laughing at this. This is very funny. This is very amusing. Sort of very grotesque take on a family comedy. And then you get to the point where the stuff he does, the things there's a lot of vandalism and stuff and other stuff, and it gets to the point where it's not funny anymore. Where it starts to get increasingly serious, and it sort of snuck up on you just how ill this kid is, how much is wrong with him. It's filmed. It's set in the 70s, and the sort of the art direction is absolutely wonderful with these bright colors and this classic 70s design, set in a little suburb in Montreal. It takes this sort of suburbia, Canadian suburbia, and turns it upside down. Fantastic music, really sort of moody. Mainly just a guitar and a single voice and a few piano pieces played by this little kid. I think the really fantastic thing about it is that you're pulled into this kid's universe, and it, as I said, it's only at the very end you really discover how much is wrong, how bad all this is. There's this sort of, as a moviegoer, it's easy to laugh at things, even the very grotesque. When it's presented in a certain way, it's very easy to laugh at a guy falling over because he slips on a banana peel or something like that. It's a very funny thing. You don't think that he's getting hurt and stuff like that. What this film does, it suddenly at some point turns so that you do realize what's happened. You do realize how much these people are hurting, how bad everything is. And that's, it left me with this weird sensation of almost guilt on behalf of the viewer. You've been a willing participant in all this up until now, and then suddenly you're forced to realize what's going on. A fantastic film.
So how did they put it off? Is there a trick, or is it just having a psychopath in the movie helps to make it a good movie, or how does it work?
I don't know. I don't think I can pinpoint exactly where it happened. I don't know exactly what it is they did. Perhaps it's the simple escalation of violence, escalation of sort of mental illness, and it gets to some point where it's simply not funny anymore. Some point where it gets deadly serious. There are a few points in the film that sort of have this. I think it may be different for most people. To me, it was towards the very end. There's a very serious suicide attempt on behalf of the kid, and that's sort of really, that's where you can't run anymore. That's where you have to realize that this is not a funny film. This is actually a very, very serious film.
It's nearly a 2-hour movie, and are you gripped and you see the whole time?
I'm very gripped. It seemed like an hour to me. This festival has had a lot of sort of long, meditative films. A few of them incredibly boring. This one really, and more than anyone else, had me for 2 hours. I was there the whole time.
Good. So out of 5 stars, how many?
5.
Five.
No,
this is the best so far in the festival.
It's the best so far.
Cool, thanks.